My name is Tosha with Upcountry Fiber. I'm an account service rep here, and I have Chase here with us. He is a technician in our network operations center, and he's been fielding a lot of these calls and helping get people reconnected. So I know that right now we're still suffering with a lot of power outages in the Upcountry area, and there's no service right now. So Chase, can you just kind of give us an update on what we're going through right now?
Yeah, so talking to our guys out in the field, I know it's pretty much all hands on deck right now. Up there looking for fiber outages. We have a lot of them up that way right now. Kind of the process is I know the power company is trying to get everything back on as quick as they can, and while they're doing that, once they get an area safe for us to work in, our guys are starting to go in and start working on the fiber. So I know a lot of questions we get is the power came back on, but I don't have fiber yet, and a lot of times the reason why that is because they let those power guys get everything safe before our guys go in and start working on the fiber. So it seems like now the process of where we are is they're getting the power restored as quick as they can go. And in the areas that they tell us is ready to go and safe, our guys start going in and they start finding all the broken fibers, start getting everything hung back up and start to get splicing going. So they're trying to get everybody going as quick as they can.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I know that we still have approximately 7,000, looks like a little over 7,000 that are still without service in the
Yep.
upcountry. Some folks are fortunate to get their hands on some generators and they're doing things like that to supplement. If somebody was to try to reconnect their Wi-Fi there with a generator, how does that work? Can you kind of tell us how to do that?
Yeah, so the biggest thing on those is that right now they have your main box that we call your ONT. This is the one that your fiber cable will plug into right in the back of here. A lot of people are trying to move their internet cables, the Cat5 cables, and try to move them around. The biggest thing is you don't really have to move any of that. So the only one you have to move is the power cord that goes in the back of here that goes to the outlet. If you take that out of here and out of your router, which most of the time will look like this big square router that I got here in front of me, if you take just the power cables out of there, hook them to your generator, it should come right back up. I know on this main box here, there's actually some lights on the front of it. The top one's power and the second one's broadband. If you don't have a broadband light, that usually means that you're not getting a connection from the fiber, which we've been seeing people call us and ask us about the different lights on there. And that's what we want. So that way we can kind of track what's going on. I know as soon as we get those, we're logging those tickets and getting those put in. But the lights on here, if you call into our knock, we can usually walk you right through, kind of figure out what's going on. And that way we can kind of go from there with it.
Gotcha. Okay. And I know that we have a little bit longer wait time and response time right now with the volume of calls and things that we're getting, and that's as to be expected. So, of course, we appreciate all that you guys are doing in that regard. Now, people who are trying to work with their generators and hook things up, anything safety wise, you can recommend to make sure, we're doing the things that we're supposed to be doing to stay safe from the electricity.
Yeah, with ours, that's the biggest thing. With ours, it's just like plugging in anything else. But with the generators, just making sure you take those normal steps. Just make sure you be careful. Make sure you take your time, hooking everything up correctly and paying attention while you're doing it. Another thing that people can do is you can really, I've told everybody with our stuff, take your cell phone out, take a picture of what the boxes look like before you try to unplug anything. That way you'll have a go back to, whenever the power does come back on and you need to move things back over. So those are just some different little things that you can try.
Yep, that's a great tip. Now, people who have their own equipment, own routers, not ours, anything different that they should know?
No, not really. So for the most part, all of our customers get the ONT, which is where the fiber optic plugs in, and this is kind of what transforms everything. Our service, and even if you have your own stuff, you're gonna have to have one of these to make it work. So plugging this into power, and then if you were to have your own router, you're just gonna have a cable that comes out the back here and goes into your router. Just take your router power cord, plug it right in, just like you would do ours or anybody else's. Plug it in, and it should come right up.
Okay, good. Well, I guess the last thing I just want to ask is, how's your team doing? I know everybody is working around the clock trying to, get everybody restored. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, everybody's doing great in here in the network operations center. Everybody's working continuously. Everybody's trying to get everybody back going as much as we can. We're taking a lot of calls right now, so the call volumes are really high. And we got a bunch of tickets, and I know wait times are a little longer than normal, like Tosha said earlier. So the biggest thing is right now, just be patient with us. And the biggest thing is when you call in, we're going to try to help you as much as possible from here. That way you don't have to wait on somebody trying to get to you with everybody that's calling and all the different fiber damages and, power outages. We're going to try to help you as much as we can from right here at the office.
Perfect. Well, I know from our end, we have talked to a lot of people too, and everybody's just been so kind and courteous, and we really appreciate that, especially during this time when I know things can be so difficult. So, Chase, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk with me. I hope that our customers find this information helpful.
Yep. Thank y'all.
All right. Thank you, Chase.